world we live in, we have battles that rage in our schools, our streets, and in our homes. We are constantly bombarded with news of terrorism and wars. So the question I would like to pose to you today is, who can be brave? My cousin recently made a poster entitled Bravery. On it were pictures of missionaries in hostile areas helping orphans, police officers fighting on a daily basis, and firefighters and soldiers fighting in Afghanistan. But in the center of the poster was a picture of me in a hospital bed, totally paralyzed. So what is bravery? And how can each of us, when faced with difficult situations, choose to be brave? Webster's dictionary defines bravery as having a brave spirit, or having courage or valor. The word brave itself means exhibiting courage or courageous endurance. So courage and bravery go hand in hand. If I am brave and courageous, does this mean I am not scared or have any fears? John Maxwell said, courage is not the absence of fear. It's doing what you are afraid to do. It's having power to let go of the familiar and forge ahead into new territory. In March of 2012, my body started attacking itself, and within 7 days of having cough and fever, I was lying in the hospital bed, totally paralyzed and fighting for my life. I was diagnosed with Guillain-Barré syndrome, which only affects 1 in 100,000 kids my age. I had to learn to do everything again. But with God's grace and help, I started walking before doctors ever expected it. Was I scared? Did I have any fears? Yes. But a wise man once said, bravery is being the only one who knows you're afraid. So after 3 months of being in the hospital, I got to go home for the first time. It was hard to adjust to not being able to do everything I was used to doing, but I was just glad to be home. With help from God, doctors, and physical therapists, I was able to return to school this year. I thank God every day that He gave me the strength and courage not to give up and to face every fear head on. So who can be brave? You can. We don't always get to pick the mountains that we climb or the valleys we must go through, but each of us, when faced with difficult situations, can choose to be brave. Ambrose Redmond said, courage is not the absence of fear. It's the judgment that something else is more important than fear. It was more important for me to focus on getting better than to focus on the fear of what I cannot do. Someone continued this quote by adding, the brave may not live forever, but the cautious do not live at all. From now on, we'll be traveling the road between who you think you are and who you think you can be. The key is to allow yourself to make the journey. Thank you.
Hey! Good job, baby.